That is pressed. Yep. My microphone's working. Always
But
nice.
is it?
I'm not doing that fucking thing again. Do you remember that episode I did where I had to go back in the following day and voice over myself?
I was going to say, is it Discord that
you
is
actually did
the
that?
issue?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I am dedicated for my viewer.
I would say, so you've checked on your OBS and the Discord issue is a solely Discord Soundgate thing and it's not going to affect your OBS.
Yeah, no, it should be fine.
Okay, that's fine.
And so
You
you had
must
to try to
be
like
dedicated.
remember what you said in all the situations and stuff too, didn't you?
I had that was the campaign we did in 17th century America, and yeah, I went through the whole
right. This
following
sounds
day
more familiar now that I know that's what.
And,
now
yeah.
I'm remembering this now.
and had to just do the voiceover for me.
I mean, you just had to respond to what anyone's saying and sneak
Yeah,
insults in and listen to them
essentially.
say yes.
It's
Yes.
almost entirely abuse, then, I assume. Understandable.
So yeah, I hopefully won't have to do that again. So where were we last week? Does anyone remember? I can remember.
We were
Grimsby.
talking to the Sheik and
The
were.
Sheik.
or how
The
you
Sheik is a
pronounce that.
different thing.
Is it?
We created an ally.
Yeah, you have earned a very wealthy and powerful friend who happens to run the city that you're currently in, island on which that city is based.
I remember
No,
another of the crucial factors.
What was that?
That being that we were stuck on making a decision and we needed two of the players there to make it. And they're
well,
still not here.
They're still not here. We are well. Where we left it was that the Sheik was going to sort out some supplies for you, so that he
Supplies,
could help
motherfucker.
you on your journey. And he was also going to make a call for you to
Yeah.
the Duke of Arcsportus, and he was going to have a quick call and conversation with them on your behalf, and possibly even let you speak to the Duke if it was felt necessary.
Yes,
he'd watched.
and
He'd watched the entire interaction between you guys and Gargarex, by essentially reading memories, telling him the story. Handy spell.
Yay. Story time.
Yeah. It's an easier way to recap the whole thing without actually having to redo the episode.
What's that one from Harry Potter with the fucking magic mirror that just sucks your brain out through like memories?
Nice. I don't know. I'm not really a Harry Potter person.
No, but I remember that being a thing, and that sounds basically like what happened. That was all.
Yeah, it's a variation of a couple of spells. I thought, you know what, as a storytelling device, we'll do it this way because
Oh yeah, I mean it works.
It works exactly.
So, yeah, he said he was going to arrange for us to maybe talk to Duke, and he was going to relay our story, right?
Yeah.
And also that we were thinking of maybe dropping by there to gather allies.
Yes.
If we do speak to the Duke, one of the things I'd like to ask him about is what information he is willing to share about the Nine, because we've heard about these people at a distance, and they seem powerful. And again, the logic is you keep your stuff here. If this place is destroyed, you lose your stuff.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now, granted, they might come back and say, "Yeah, but we don't think you're up to the task, so we're going to keep our stuff and do it ourselves." But they might choose to help.
I mean, there's lots of potential possibilities.
At the very least, having like a little information about each of them could be useful if any of them decide, you know what, we actually want to destroy the world. So, if they turn out to be bad guys.
We've looked at the world, we concluded it was kind of ass, and yeah, we're just going to burn it down.
Well, or they want Gargarax to fail so they can take his seat.
Oh, they can do it, right? Not us. Right? Yeah, definitely them.
It turns
Yeah,
out
well-
Coat and I are with the it turns out at the end that Coat and I are with the Ebon Hand all along.
All right. Well, let's not joke about that
Given-
too much.
Given your last characters, I mean,
What do you mean my last characters?
Actually, Coat was
no, both of you were spies.
no,
Oh,
Coat
what-
wasn't.
No, he was just retarded.
He was just the same character that he was from the beginning that actually hadn't died and back. Kiki was definitely a spy. So were you, Ez.
Oh, shush! You can't prove anything.
Yes, I can. I have all the notes.
I've got
He
the
was literally the
characters.
DM.
Defamation.
um,
Heresy.
Just character sheet just says spy.
Yep.
No other details.
right. So yeah, kicking it off, the Sheik was basically going to organize some bits and bobs for you and make the call. I think we'll do that call right now, unless there's anything else you would want to discuss with the Sheik before he gets on the blower.
Is that enough for
only
his
to-
family members? Blowing
only
Haboob?
to.
Sorry,
Oh God.
no,
Is that one of his sons? You know, blowing
No.
Haboob?
it's inflator boob.
Oh God.
You laughed at that far more than anyone else.
Ah,
You've spent far too much time thinking about this lineage.
I know. Look,
He is deep in thought on Haboob.
Yeah, somewhere in the background of Foundry, there's a visual family tree of the Sheik's entire family, and Tree just looks at it every time he plans an next session and giggles.
It also happens to resemble a lingerie catalogue.
the catalog, well, it's in the Discord server. I put the lineage of the Boob family in the Discord server.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. But then again, I wasn't looking for Haboob. Hey, I have my own personal supply of those now, so you know
Fair.
they're very nice.
So, yeah, one of the things I suppose that is important to relay beyond just what we told him to the Duke is that if the Duke knows of any people who might be allies, plus if he knows any information about the blind elf, those sort of things would be useful.
Right. Okay. Now the Sheik did notice he got the same vision you guys got, and was aware of all of that. So yes, he will basically pass that on. So he's going to have a bit of a rummage around in one or two of the desks over here, and he's going to pull out a big red stone. It's an odd stone. It's sort of slightly rectangular. It's got some sort of lumpy pits on it, whatever. And he sort of manipulates it slightly, and starts to make certain arcane sigils start sort of floating around above it. And at which point you hear a voice emanating from the stone of it's a voice that some of you will all recognize, because certainly from a past life you did encounter this character. As Thalon Greyspire's voice comes across in a very friendly manner and goes, "Baby, how are you old trickster?" And he goes, Mouse, my friend, you old thief. How is things in your silly little city? People still running around in the sewers over there, are they? You really need to clean them out. Like, things are as they are. Still got your cousin's ship in the port. Look, you're gonna have to get him to move that, or I'm gonna have it sunk. I'm not very happy with them at the present moment, but we're not gonna get into all of that. What do I owe the pleasure of this call? This point in time, I've got to nip out in a minute. Important matters of state. Popping over to see Vera. Actually, it's been a while. We're having a bit of a drink this afternoon. He goes, Vera, yes. Give her my love, as always. It turns out, actually, I have something of interest to you. I have run into a party of adventurers, shall we say. I wondered if we might be able to help them. It seems they are back. If you catch my gist. Yes, I know. I sent some adventurers your way to help work on this particular problem, but well, they're all dead now, aren't they? Like I said, I'm somewhat displeased with your cousin at the moment. That boat better be gone soon. So, what about your party then? What's been going off? Well, it seems they have met him. Him? Oh, really? You mean yes, him. In the cave in the mountains. I thought we'd blocked that off. Yes. Kobolds, they are industrious. Very well. And he's sent them on a mission. Yes. Okay, we better help them then. What do they need? Well, I saw some of their vision. Seems they have been sent to speak to Marillion. Do you think Vera can help them, help point them in the right direction? Like, yes. Yeah, that's probably the best route. Tell me, what do these people look like?
You just send a fax.
There is, two drow, an odd-looking human or two, and a very large. He looks human.
Can I cast minor illusion on the stone in the hope it will go through it?
You want to pass an illusion through the stone?
Yeah.
Are you going to ask? Are you going to ask? Are you going to ask the Sheik? Okay. I would. Well, do what you will.
That's what I'd like to try.
Okay.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should, comes to mind.
An image of the party appears on the stone, and the Sheik sort of waves the mist out of the way, and is like, "Oh, they did. Excuse me. Sorry. That has not affected anything? You were there, Mouse? You still there, Mouse? But yes, I'm there. I'm still here. There was some static or noise just happened. What happened? It's like, oh, one of them is interfering with his illusions. He thinks he can send pictures through the voice. He would need to speak to the Master Archive for that type of technology. We do not deal with that. I wonder when he's going to start playing his part. He always gets involved in these things. Yeah, no doubt he already is in some way. This is all very familiar. Drow, you say? You can't send drow here. Someone will chop their heads off before I can do anything about it. Tell you what, I'm meeting Vera later. If I give her word, it seems two of them may have had some previous contact with Vera. I can't be sure, but one of them has a wooden head of brambles, and the other one looks like he's been playing with his sister's makeup far too much. I say his sisters,
Oi.
I'm not sure. He has a lot of lipstick and blush and eyeliner on. It is very disturbing.
I wonder which of us he's talking about.
Anyway,
I check a nearby mirror.
they appear to have been in contact with the Fae. Like, I'll mention it to Vera. I'll see if she can't be persuaded to get in touch with them. She has her ways. Good, good. I will send them north. If you can aid them, I would appreciate it. I am going to give them some gifts, of course. What sort of a host would I be if not to gift the emissaries of the Great One? Or whatever. Or fools. We've all been there. Remember how many happened last time? How many died? Yes, I remember. But that was a long time ago, and there was a war going on. People died all the time. So, anyway, anybody wanted to chip in at this particular point? Make your bit now, before they make decisions for you.
So is the Sheik like literally ceding the floor to us, or are we just going to butt in?
He's going to look up to you and go, "Is there anything else you would want to ask the great and powerful Duke Aelon Greyspire,
Well, if he happens to know
thief
of any
extraordinaire, master of all thieves, greatest man in the north." I call him Mouse.
Drake, I can't help but feel you're aggrandizing your self-insert here.
He's actually being mocked by the Sheik at this particular point. I don't know if
Yeah,
you call it.
that was the assumption.
No, I
However,
was just trying to be kind.
Master of all thieves, you say? Almost as one might say, a black feather.
Ah, my lady, you have perhaps a smattering of intelligence after all. Yes, very astute of you. Although I am not admitting anything, and I'm sure Mouse here wouldn't admit to anything either. They're going, "Can we move on, please?" Some things are supposed to be not mentioned.
any such cases.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. So I'll ask him if he knows of any people who might be able to help us in our journey, any potential allies. I slip in the reference that the Sheik's given us about the 9, and if any of them might be interested in helping, keep the world they live in, float spinning.
The 9? You will not speak to the 9. The 9 only speak to him. They are... And the Duke at this point butts in and goes, "Well, there is one. But he probably... I haven't spoken to him and... We don't have much contact with... Let's just say that."
Pieces of 8. 9 of them.
Oh,
I will
give him-
try
yeah.
for you. I will mention what I can. But... You're asking a difficult question. You've been given a task. You've been deemed that you may be capable of it. And you've been sent to Marillion, it seems. She's an interesting one. Any of you guys have a beard?
Can I think canonically I have one. I'm not sure if it's on the artwork.
Well, make sure you don't shave it off before you see her. And
You make that sound rather ominous, sir.
and I guess keep
what?
an open mind.
Why
But
do
she-
people keep mentioning beards about her?
Oh, 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 you'll see.
I'm worried I shall, yes.
Don't worry, her she's, I want to say quite harmless, but she's definitely not harmless. You're not a dwarf, are you, by any chance? She normally goes for the short ones, short and bearded.
We
have a short and unbearded person in the group.
Oh,
Would
I'm
that help?
sure that they could reorient those vines into something more pleasing for the lady.
I could grow a dwarven beard. I just need to find a dwarf that wasn't too attached to his jaw.
You're the elf, right? She doesn't go for elves. Ugh. She's anyway. Yes, I'll get Vera to point you in the
She's a
direction of
misogynist. I understand now.
all will become clear. She's an interesting one, is that one. But she does have the
Is there
sight.
something we should know?
Well, if she's anything like that other elf we met, then, well, I fear for some of these poor young boys' sanities. Continues to be youngest person in party.
Yes. Anyway, you'll enjoy your stay with her, I'm sure. Sheik, are you going to You see, they're here at the moment. They've been watching them. They're doing something. I think I know what. Don't be sending. Keep this party out of sight till the last moment. Don't want any attention from from the hand just yet. Oh no. We have the same problem here. They're everywhere. Easy to spot when you know what you're looking for. They are not great at disguises. They're good at disguises. They just don't seem to have many of them. Yep, we've noticed the same thing here. Barmaids and wenches all over the place that look exactly the same, and always the case. It works for the most part for the idiots, but yeah, they're here. They're everywhere. Try not to
Let's try
get
intensifies.
Try not to let anybody. Try not to let this party draw too much attention.
Well,
Get them
they're
out.
bound.
Get them out and get them on their way. I'll see what I can do. Anybody else have any questions at this point?
Only heckling, sorry.
Any heckling?
They're a menace, the Ebon Hand. Once one of them tried to charge my family a joining fee. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of racket.
Oh, you will. You wouldn't believe. Deadly.
Oh,
That's-
like tennis or badminton?
More like trying to end the world as we know it.
Oh, right. Squash.
The world racket.
Squash, indeed. Yeah.
Are they tied to the stuff Gargarax told us then? Or just coincidentally also trying to end the world?
Oh, that's what worlds are for. Everyone's always trying to end them.
How should
That's
I
why
put
there's
it?
so many.
And the Sheik will jump in here. They are the tools the mechanic uses.
A new name. Who is the
Yes,
mechanic?
The mechanic, the person, the man who manipulates the things. It is not a name of a person, it is a metaphor. You understand a metaphor, yes?
All right, so like a
course.
job description.
The ones near me seem to want to resurrect some kind of demon. Open up gates.
That's the one. That's them. Fools. Bloody fools.
Apparently, if we join them, then we've got a place with the demons.
Yes, in the tummies. Mmm. Tasty drow. Yum. That is what you will
That's
get.
screaming cat.
I was never
Sorry,
sold
this
on it.
is-
I'm not sure why so many people just dive straight in and pay the membership fee.
You will no doubt find out. I think
Sorry,
you are
there's
going
just
to.
a lot of screaming coming from outside my window right now.
I think you are going to have to travel north quite a way. Come, we will get you equipped. Mouse, give Vera my love. And
Hold
you
on,
take care.
hold on,
Oh.
just one more moment. I'm trying to find the world map quick so that I can actually make an informed statement.
Go into.
That's a rare move. I think it's just in the Arx Portis chat.
You go into the Arc Portis chat.
Oh, I
Scroll
see.
up.
I'm looking in entirely the wrong Discord chat.
That
I'll do a slightly different scrying. Give me a moment.
General art.
scrying through the Discord, huh? Yes, general art is a good.
Yes, we've got someone who will land us in Drenhole. Is that a suitable place to land in, or are we likely to have trouble if we land there?
The Duke / Mouse kicks in and goes, Drenholt, yeah, I can have someone meet you there. He'll be a trusted emissary, if you will. He won't travel with you, but he will be able to offer you any assistance if you like. You can think of him as an intermediary between yourselves and myself. Someone in
Ideally,
between.
We've met Mr. In Between.
Have you? Good, yes.
I believe he may be taking the same ship.
That's a wife, you know.
No, he's already here.
I'll
But I will send him over to you. Someone to assist similarly.
so long as we don't have to deal with Dawn's lot.
No. Magic users, are you?
Only the divine.
If you're magic
And-
users, that's good. You're going to need it. But stay out of the cities. I can't protect you. Especially outside of my own jurisdiction. I can't protect you from the Inquisition. And they get everywhere. But they shouldn't be a danger. In fact, they could be an ally, but not yet. I'll do what I can here. In fact, Habibi, do you have anything for them that can allow them to send messages back to you? I think we can do something about that, yes. I think it would be a good idea, don't you? Something to keep us all informed as to what is going off. Wise. I knew I liked you for some reason. I will arrange it. Mouse, my best wishes. You take care. And at that he waves his hand, and the arcane sigils that were floating around above the phone, the stone, stop floating, go away, and he puts the rock back underneath the into the cabinet. Took it out. You see, you have a passage on a ship to Drenholt. Is it a fast ship?
Oh, well, the captain seems to think so. Talked a load of nonsense about some sort of navigational thing I didn't quite keep up, really.
You'll thought to Selveng in under a week or something, I no doubt.
Something of that sort, yes. It was fanciful numbers either way, because if the wind is against us, it doesn't matter how fast the ship is. Unless he's got oars.
I mean, he could tack.
Well, I'm sure he could, but
He's perfect. He is perfect. I don't think they think much of him. I believe they are using him actually at the moment. That will be an irony. Be careful of them. They are not to be taken lightly, this ebon hand. You see someone that is fair? Too fair? Do not trust them.
I'm assuming you mean of face and hair rather than where it comes to matters of judicial.
Indeed.
You say he's got dealings with them. Just wondering, would your brother's boat, wasn't it, in Arcportus, would that not be able to get to Drenholt quicker than a boat from here?
No. We are better off leaving my cousins out of this. They are pirates and flesh merchants and thieves, the lot of them. They vie for petty power all times.
I think what he's saying is it would be best to keep a lower profile.
It is, you have met them. They bed the wenches at the tavern, not realizing they are bedding the very spies we are talking about. No, they have loose tongues.
Which seems efficient, at least.
Come, we sort something out for you. You will be dressed as peasants. Very well armed and well armored. Well appointed. You will look like nothing.
Oh, will my priestly remains not be suitable for this challenge, then?
Your attire at the present moment is perfect. Look like... But I will make you street folk with silks, steels underneath. Yes?
That sounds quite reasonable.
Sounds quite fancy.
There's no point in having walk into the face of danger unarmed and ill-prepared. But if you walk out there shining like the Knights of the Tales, you will be murdered in your sleep within a week.
Well, I'd rather that didn't happen. I've got things I want to be doing.
And there are things I would want you to be doing. So, let us
Much
get
as
equipped.
steels are wonderful and protective, they're not particularly good for channeling arcane energies.
My dear, yes, you are quite right. quite right indeed. Come, I have some things for you. With that, ushers you downstairs and across the courtyard. And
I'm feeling ushered.
you are indeed most
So
ushered.
we're
Ooh.
going to a different part of the House of Ushered.
I have been ushed.
Right.
Ushered Haboob.
Right. Okay.
This is a fantastic orrery. Is it accurate to the celestial bodies?
No. The celestial bodies are not visible from. They are accurate to what we see in the night sky, of course, but as you well know, those are merely paintings on a tapestry. They are there to make it so that those that do not know and do not understand do not go insane.
I don't really think it's working. You've seen some of the ones out there. They're shouting at dogs.
Imagine how bad it would be if they could see what is really out there. If when you looked up, you just saw the burning of the hells and the flapping and flying of demons.
Well, I suppose if you phrase it like that.
I think you would find your sleep most troubling.
I feel like it would make people a lot more grateful for the place they have.
Possibly. You might feel less secure, though. Our forefathers many moons ago knew where they were coming to. But that information is lost in the time. And, well, some like yourselves were created here. And know no other. Still, there's a range of things for you. So, in the endeavoring to, well, not have to do the iffy Indian or whatever accent it is I've been doing. for
Yeah, it
ages.
has been walking around a little bit.
And I need more beer.
Star. I think if you go this way any further, it'll end up back in Welsh.
Indeed. I've got some ideas for some bits and bobs for him.
Ooh, bits and bobs.
Yeah. Now,
Is that the game?
what I was thinking was essentially if you go into the journal and go to Wonky Wang's Wonders shop.
Yep.
In there is the spider silk medium armor.
Ooh.
What I was essentially going to do was equip everyone with something either with that or with something equivalent in value.
Cool.
Now, along those lines, I was thinking if anybody wanted a weapon rather than armor. I know you were, Skog, you were paying some interest in perhaps a firearm of some sort.
Well, I think a boomstick would be quite on brand at this point in proceedings.
A shotgun preacher would be quite amusing, wouldn't it?
I may be out of spells.
So I was actually thinking of something along the lines of a shotgun. I've not put it in yet because I'm still working out the exact details of it. But I was thinking of essentially a shotgun, which would be 2d6 damage.
That's reasonably good.
60-foot range. And for the first 15 foot would do essentially over damage. So anybody that is within that first 15 foot, if you do so much damage to them that there is damage left over after they have been dispatched. that damage would continue on down the line for the further 60 foot and splatter anybody else in that.
Deep penetration.
Yeah, exactly.
The Matt Easton meme.
I
Yeah.
don't think armor would work for me because I don't have any armor proficiencies.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. No, I was thinking for Violet and for Oz because they are in a similar boat on that. Something along the lines of a ring that would hold either 3 level 1 spell slots or 1 level 3 spell, essentially storage.
Ooh.
But I was thinking of it being a ring that is socketed, that has 2 empty sockets on it, that could be upgraded at a later date. I also thought that something along the lines of a brooch that did mage armor and false life might be something of interest as well. But let me know at this point. It's a good idea to sort of chip in if you've got any ideas on that front. Otherwise, I will sort out the equipment that we discussed now so that it arrives on the boat for you, waiting for your travels.
Isn't there a
sounds
spell?
pretty good,
I
honestly.
can't remember what it's called, but it's like when it's not your turn, you kind of zip to the astral plane and come back when it's your turn again.
Oh, that's quite a high
What?
level though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Blink.
Never heard of that, but that sounds
that's
ridiculous.
yeah, that's Blink.
Yeah, Blink. It's a 3rd level spell, and you roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns. On an 11 or higher, you stay in the ethereal plane until you start your next turn.
Could be really. I mean, it's 3rd level, so one 3rd level spell on a ring, as you said, and could be useful if anyone's got concentration spells, because their concentration can't be broken if they're not there.
If you don't have the spell already, it's not going to be in the ring. That's another level of stuff you're talking about there. Perhaps you could perhaps do something along those lines. But maybe. Let me have a think on that.
Now, Sheik. While we're going over these wonderful items, I feel like you may have misunderstood me when I was asking about library access.
Okay, yes, we were talking about. That's what we were talking about. Something along the lines of a Kindle or something.
I was trying to say, I know that there are portable halls that we can use to access spaces via essentially a portal space.
Oh, like the bank cards and the famous bags. Yes, I know of it.
Exactly. Now, if we could have something like that that links to the library, and we can just deposit a note, for example, saying, I would love a book that teaches me the fireball spell. And you could then leave that book to be taken almost like a Dropbox.
My lady, so you have some sort of mail order or long distance ordering book rental or type of idea.
Precisely.
They have a business there.
Doesn't have to be limited to just books. Could pass other small items. Maybe meals.
Maybe sending stones with maybe magic mouths that have the books dictated on them. An audio book of sorts.
With that, Kiki has invented Netflix. Netflix early edition.
Oh yeah, they used to... No wait, I'm thinking. What am I? It was that Netflix that used to mail shit out.
Yeah, Netflix used to be
That's how they kill Blockbuster.
It was a mail order
Yeah,
video
'cause I
rental.
remember-
Yeah.
I remember that being something my uncle had. He would have like literally movies show up in the mail, and wow, that is so weird thinking back to that.
Yeah, right.
It's just so anachronistic, and it's weird to think of my own life as anachronistic.
Uh-huh. Hmm. So you want essentially a portable portal that you're wandering around with that opens up back at the library here for the
Yeah,
chief librarian to
it doesn't even have to be big. It could be just big enough for a book to slot through and a note to be placed in. It's essentially, I know that spell books and the like are going to be very hard to get hold of in a place where magic is strictly controlled. And having access to a library would be fantastic.
Hmm. If that is what you wish for your gift, then that can be arranged. Are you sure you want that as your wish, not as your gift, not a ring as I previously mentioned?
I feel like I'd get more out of being able to have more versatility than more capacity. Unless you want to open it as a business. I mean, I'm happy to work with you on that. Maybe I can sell further ones and you can charge a fee or something. There are plenty of people on the mainland that would love to get their hands on magical training without the guilds.
Oh no, I am not going down that route. No. Dawn would be very, very angry with me if I start passing magic books out amongst the the waifs and strays of the Northern Kingdom. He would not be amused. And then again, it might be funny. We will talk more on the business side of things at another date. I will arrange it for you. First, let me give you this, and he's going to pulls out basically what seems to be like an etch-a-sketch. I think is probably the best way of describing it. It's not an etch-a-sketch, obviously, but it is a kind of tablet slate, if you will, with a pen attached to it. So it's more of a stylus that you can scratch notes, and as you write on it, you can write on this tablet. And is there going? If you write a report on this, I will receive the report over here on this similar tablet. Write a note on this, it arrives here. You can then wipe your end clear, and you can write more. This is how we will stay in touch. It is a simple trick. But this is what you do, how you send reports to it. This is not, oh, I would like to borrow a book on how to mix herbs and make love potions. This is not what this is for. You want that, we will deal with the portal otherwise. But this is for your reports to me, and I will, if you need help, you need assistance, we may be able to assist you in that matter through this. Yes? Who will take this?
I'll
Is
take
that
it if you like.
communication device?
I'm happy to.
Okay.
As long as somebody's got it, that's the important thing.
Pretty much. And that way, if anybody wants to write a little report to me at some point, to go, dude, can we have this, that, and the other? I
Dear
think,
Mr. Trigg,
dear
we've
Mr.
had a nice day. Please send more money.
Pretty much. That way, that way the Sheik and the Duke can receive that and work out whether or not they need to help you in some way and can activate someone on their network to
Kill us.
etc. You might sort of go, oh, we've met a giant army of ogres, and they seem to want to eat everything in Varanthus. You might want to let the king know, etc. They're going to be rather pleased with you, with that sort of advanced warning.
Send masses of ogres, Bane.
Yeah, you now know that is the one thing that is not going to happen in this campaign. But
don't worry, we won't cry. We won't cry ogre.
So yeah, you now have a long distance communication device with them. They can write messages back in the same manner. So if you suddenly start seeing it scribbling notes out to you, it's not not the world going mad on you.
Unless we're also hallucinating at the same time.
I mean, if you're going to go running around in caves eating mushrooms, anything's possible.
Yay!
Not again.
In the meantime, so
does it do anything to announce that a message is waiting for us to read it, like a noise or something?
No.
So we'll have to remember to check.
Noise.
No,
Hey.
or maybe vibrate. Put in silent mode.
Okay, since you're holding the tablet, I've got here for you. I'm going to put it in Silvaran General. What's it called? Oh God, a basic script for the thank you that children send back when you sponsor them in Africa and the like. You just fill in the blanks.
So from my perspective, I was looking at the finger shop. That's the armor's good, but I'm hoping to be more of a supporting role and preferably not get hit in the first place because I'm not supposed to be in the front line. Is there anything?
Kind of shield.
Any ideas of maybe ways to make my bardic inspiration more useful, more strong?
Get good.
Either be able to use it more often in a day, or make it have like a stronger effect, or maybe even extra modifiers like some of the subclasses of bard get.
I feel this is a very meta phrased approach.
I might have something for you, he says in his accent that I'm not going to be doing at the present moment. I was looking into this and thinking of something that would do a bard spell. That's a level that's not inappropriate for you, but something that is a useful bard spell at all times if used properly.
Vicious Mockery.
Is it Hero's Feast?
Opposed to Viscous Mockery.
No, it's not Hero's Feast. Hero's Feast is wildly good, but it isn't really a level 3 bard spell. Let me just quickly glance at level 3 bard spells because my brain has decided that now is not the time where it's going to be helpful to me.
Imagine knowing bard spells.
I know, right?
Could be me.
Alfred, I understand if you look at that number in the top left of your graphical user interface, then increasing that number next to the line that says level will grant you more power and spell slots.
Back when you were talking about getting them more learning spells from the books, I was just thinking I usually get them through new spells through experience points.
There we go. That was the one. I was thinking of a Mask of Tongues.
I don't know that one.
Don't know the spell.
That sounds horrendous.
Right.
It does.
I've heard less horrific things
like
before.
a Tengu mask. Tongues grants you the ability to
Um,
understand any spoken language you hear. Moreover, when you speak, after casting tongues, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear you understands what you say.
As long as
Really
it's not the
useful.
Timu mask.
Is it like what, one use a day sort of thing?
No, whenever you wear the mask, you can use it.
That could be very useful.
That is a permanent third level spell,
Well,
as
you said
long as you're
he's-
wearing the Tengu mask that I'm going to give you.
I require that you commission an artist, perhaps the master archivist, to create an image of this mask. Doesn't have to be now, of course, but no, he's doing it now, isn't he?
Um, I suppose something like this would be too much, wouldn't
Wherever you put it.
it? Sorry, I can't help myself.
I mean, it's like what was the name of the guy?
In
Mr.
general.
Karate's mask.
Yeah, I mean it's a classic Japanese mask.
Good for ring toss too.
This guy.
Right, we'll come up with something, but yes, essentially it's along those lines. But it's
a good letter, Skog.
if that's
There
what you
is the-
if that's what you would
there is
like.
there is a potential downside here of they may be able to understand me and me them, but they're going to be so put off by the mask they're not going to talk to me anyway.
you see, when
we
you
can-
said
sorry, go on.
when you said Mask of Tongues, this is what came to my mind.
Oh God, no.
This is the sort of thing I expected Sheik to come up with that
No.
name.
We'll do something. It's a bard. You're a glamour bard, so I will do something that's fitting and not going to detract from your abilities as a glamour bard, which is
So I'm going to end up with a Sailor Moon tiara, aren't
it won't be a tiara.
I? Thank God.
But it's an idea I had. What's we could do something along the lines of music as instead. You're gonna have to give me some feedback as to ideas. You can't just sort of go. I want something that will be useful as a bard. That's useful as a bard.
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you what, because we're not going to be getting these boons until he's had a chance to commission them.
They will
So
be.
you
They'll
and I
be
can
waiting for
discuss
you.
it over.
Yeah, they'll be waiting for you on the boat when you get to it. The general idea. So next week, certainly. By the next session. Now, it could be something like that. Basically find yourself a level 3 spell. That is of bards, and I don't mind something along those lines. By and large, that's roughly what we'll be doing with the rings.
You might be better off as just going with the Ring of Spell Storing and stashing away a level 3 spell for later use. Then you can swap it out.
Okay, but I'll have a look what there is, and I'll get back to you.
Have a look. Cool. That will be appreciated.
Here you go, Az. Since you were asking for a circlet / tiara.
I literally was doing the opposite, but sure. Is this a circlet of tongues?
Oh, God, that's
Yeah.
awful.
Why?
I really like it.
I mean, it would fit your character's aesthetic more than mine. So if that's what you're going for,
I'm not having the circlet of tongues.
Thanks, I hate it. Sorry, the electric glue elves are being problems this evening.
Ah,
I intend to just leave them to do nothing after
Yeah.
the current batch is finished.
that is horrific, and no, we're not going to do that to the glamour bard. That's
Not yet.
that's much more sort of necromancer horror, body horror.
Talking of the
nonsense.
necromancer,
Speaking of the necromancer, Kiki. So you've got you're going to end up
a
with
necromancer.
you're going to end up with a portal that gives you access to a library.
Yeah, that sounds
Strong-
fantastic.
Strong long-term choice. Not a great immediate gain, but definitely a strong long-term choice. Coat.
Yep.
Do you have any particular thoughts, or do you like what I was
I
suggesting? as
actually just flat out like the more spells thing.
the more spells ring thing. Okay, no problem. We can put that together for you, no trouble at all.
Yeah, no, I thought that sounded pretty good.
Okay. I'm going to give Guy the silk armor. I think. I don't.
What class was she?
She's a rogue.
Do they wear medium armor?
She can have the light armor variant of it, and
Okay, cool.
I'll toss in something else whilst we're there.
Bag of potatoes.
As for Arcadum's character, he might find the medium armor quite useful. Then again, he's scaly, so I don't know whether or not that will interfere with his natural armor. He's playing a lizard, they're scaly. I'm not talking about that type of scaly.
I was going to say there are connotations.
Yeah, no. He's saying I'm not aware of anything like that.
Just outing Arcadum when he's not even here. Poor guy.
Yeah, right. Damn.
You've seen those? Japan has developed tails for old people to help balance.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely not going to get abused.
Oh, jeez.
Just pushing over old people to make their tails flap.
2 nukes. Not enough.
Because
I
this
saw a
part
lot of
actually looks
comments.
like a genuinely not all that bad idea. It was like it was
Yeah.
basically a device to help
Now-
old people not fall.
I did see a lot of discussion earlier that there wasn't even 2 nukes, so it's
Oh,
debatable.
I was talking to someone the other day going, oh, I think this was a big, I was like, right, okay. It would have taken something like, for a megaton device of TNT, it would have been freaking huge. Because it's 1,000 tons of TNT. Is
see,
not small.
that's not the theory. The theory is just that the Japan needed the propaganda, so they got firebombed and went, yeah, it was a nuke.
That was not a fight. You know what? That is the most well-documented bomb to have ever happened.
I didn't say I believed them. I said I saw the discussion.
It's
So,
the most well-documented bomb ever. The pictures of afterwards to have made a bomb that big and flown it over, you'd have needed almost all of the USAF heavy bombers in the region to have made some sort of sling that would attach the bomb underneath, and they'd have all had to
Carry it with
fly,
the power of friendship.
fly
Like you
it
would do
over
with,
there, hung underneath all of them in some sort of weird cradle. It's no,
Like
no.
you do with a coconut and 2 swallows.
Like a coconut with 2 swallows, yes. It's about as preposterous as well. Yeah,
3 swallows makes much more sense.
more like about fucking 120.
Hiroshima was an inside job. Every building was rigged with explosives. That's the true. That's the new conspiracy theory I'm going with.
That's glorious. Yeah, they
7-Eleven was a
needed a
part-time
way
job.
out of the war and decided, fuck it, we'll just blow the shit out of 2 cities. and then beg. The Americans will take credit for that, no problem. Ah,
So-
This was your idea.
So I'm happy to. I've got pretty much all I want out of Sheik at the moment.
right, okay.
I know I was hoping to get a discount on the trip from Dan Duo by doing some work.
Ah, yes, you wanted to help him load his drugs.
So
Yes.
So I'm happy to go and do some loading work.
Right, we need to go and find a ship full of orphans to burn down while you're busy doing that.
'Cause, yeah, I've got oh goodness. Yeah, I've got a spell that lets me lift and just carry around 500 pounds in weight.
Fancy.
Oh, is that your
Yeah.
Mekon plate disc thing?
Yeah.
I add a 500-pound weight onto everything I own. That way, the sorcerer can't. That way, the warlock can't possibly steal it.
But yeah, I'm sure that will help to no end.
Yeah.
Loading the ship.
Oh yeah, you've basically rocked up with a forklift at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Kensa's,
Certified for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna add that.
So I'm gonna probably spend the rest of the day doing that.
Okay.
See how much of my how much he'll pay me for it, and take off the trip to.
Who are
No
you
problem.
buying? Who are you selling?
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything else whilst you have the ear of the Sheik?
Don't think so.
Nope.
I still was going to look at equipment because I dipped out to go grab a drink while that was
Okay.
being discussed by other people.
Let's go through that with
Um,
you then at this point
yep.
in time.
So the armor is either far too expensive or the equivalent of what I already have, but with better decks. By having it be medium rather than heavy.
Right. Okay.
So that's I'm not opposed to, and if I can afford it, which I may be able to, not even slightly. Never mind. That's I may be able to get the gone of my own volition, but I can't quite afford it.
Right. You were thinking what, the hand cannon or the shotgun? Because the shotgun's very expensive. The shotgun is instead of the armor.
Is the shotgun not listed on here?
The shotgun is not listed on there. The shotgun.
Okay, that explains why I can't see it. I was going.
The shotgun has literally sort of armor piercing. It's also, instead of 1d10, it's 2d12. Sorry, 2d6.
Yeah.
Plus 2 with piercing on it. So it's.
Is that a AOE or is that a point attack?
It is.
Basically, is it a cone or is it just a
It's
point?
not. It's not a cone, but it is everything.
Okay,
within
so it's a slug then.
It's no. It's definitely a shotgun firing shot, but it's not. It's a more accurate representation of a shotgun. Shotguns don't fucking fire out in a big fucking cone the way the cones are in this.
Oh no, but it's a.
It would be
If
everything.
it's treated as hitting one target, is better to just have it visualized as a slug rather than as pellets.
Yeah, it's more of a 5 foot wide column.
Okay. So that's the instead of the armor, and as my armor is already
Your armor's pretty heavy anyway.
equivalent.
You could trade that. I mean, okay. What armor have you got at the moment? Let's have a quick look.
Heavy chainmail, which is AC 16, but no dex modifier.
Right.
So I have a +1 dex I could use, or I can get a nice gun.
Yeah. I mean, what you
I think
could
should get
do.
the gun.
What you could do is you could trade in your current armor, get the medium silk armor, and get a standard hand cannon.
Stats of the hand cannon are pretty decent, considering it's essentially just a crossbow.
It's yeah.
in terms of usage.
It's basically a heavy crossbow with no stealth whatsoever on it.
Yes. And the ammunition is
Not important for you.
oh.
Do you not know your character?
I mean, to some extent, yes, but
You can make ammunition in your
yes.
downtime.
However, that is a factor, but that is a. It's not the can I make it. It is the will I have the facility to make it.
No, you can
And
just
get
make
the
it.
materials,
No,
because saltpeter and things are not exactly, growing
You
on
don't
trees.
need them.
Look at your character.
I'm a cleric of the forge, aren't I? Yes, I can do it magically.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
of the
long
forge,
time
okay,
since
yeah.
I've actually played a cleric in 5th edition. I'm sorry. Despite it being my niche build, I haven't done it in a while. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, I think you can just summon 20 bullets every night.
that sounds pretty comfy. Considering I can only fire one per round.
Yes.
At that point, I just become a ranged user. Okay, question. Can I, lash the, rod of lightning to it so it makes a flash as well as a bang?
You know what? I don't see any reason why you couldn't just, as you say, tie the
Under barrel wand.
have an under barrel wand on it. You're only going to use one per round. Well, hold on. So you can only, because of the loading feature of the pistol, you can only, unless you've got a firearm skill, you can only fire it once per round, even if you had multiple actions. Action
That's
turns.
a question. Is
But
it a one shot or is it a revolver type thing? Basically,
Yes.
am I looking like a breech loader, a muzzle loader?
It's semi magical kind of, artificer type sort of made thing. I'm not
So
gonna
probably a revolver then.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you to start doing weird reloading rituals every other round.
Oh no, but it's more is it a
But
multi-shot or is it a single shot,
It's-
bang, drop it like a brace of pistols type job?
no, it's a you can fire it and then you can fire it again next round. If you've got 2 attack actions in a round, you can still only use, like a heavy crossbow, you can still only fire it once per round. But
Okay.
if you'd got like that and a cudgel, or that and a the wand thing you've got, you could use one of each. If you're a cleric, so it's not likely you're going to get multiple combat rounds unless you start multi-classing anyway.
No, I'm good.
it's not really
yeah,
an
no, I
issue.
just thought I'd check what the dynamics of it were. Because there's no point buying what is essentially a very expensive crossbow if it is literally just an expensive crossbow for mechanical purposes.
I mean, it's in many mechanical purposes, yes, it is. It's got an it's a +2 crossbow essentially, which is very nice.
Yeah, a +2 crossbow is pretty
Sorry,
good.
the word has just come back into my head, and if I don't say it, I'm going to lose it. Lorenzoni.
Lorenzoni, yeah, nice. Lorenzoni pistols are a favourite of mine, and my brain was being mean to me for a while last session. Lorenzoni pistols was a pistol that was around back in the 17th century, and yeah, I think it was about 1740. I think it was made.
It looks a bit like a Smiling Friends character.
Got a picture of it?
Yes.
Where's the picture?
In general.
Yes.
Hence why I know that it looks like a Smiling Friends character.
Right. Okay. Now that lever is usually levered back into the pistol grip.
Yep.
Right. That when it levers forwards, that rotates the drum. That you can see.
Oh, I've heard these discussed. Yes, I forget where.
And
yes.
it has 2 chambers. One contains powder. One contains ball shot. And you lever it forward, tilt the pistol down. It will fill the one chamber with powder and the other one with a ball. And then you rock the thing forward, and it deposits some powder into it deposits the ball, and then the powder in behind it, and then some powder into the flash pan, and then it also cocks it in the action of you rotating the action.
So it's a Winchester pattern flintlock.
It's a Winchester pattern flintlock before Winchester was even a
town in England.
Yeah, exactly. It a beautiful piece of equipment, and
Definitely.
would have been much better and much more reliable had they had things like good lathes.
So an
back in those
excellent
days.
priestly weapon, I understand.
Very much so. Yeah, you know what? We'll run with that. Let's have a Lorenzoni pistol.
Cool.
Sure.
Other
think
types
I've
of
still got the
pasta are
stats.
available.
I think I've still got the stats you used for the last one.
We'll use the
on
hand cannon
Roll20.
stats I've got here. 'Cause
Yeah,
those are a
I'm
bit...
not too about the fancy stats. It's more just the mechanics of how does it actually function. Because if it's just a one shot and then spend a while reloading, then
No.
as long as I know, that's fine. As long as I know.
There you go. And you know what? Let's stick an image in the game so you see and go, what is that?
An
Weird.
image in the game.
Image in the game.
I disagree. I think we should just spend our time speaking about pictures we're looking at on the internet and never let the viewer see them.
Nah.
That would be me.
Either way. So that would be I could just about afford to get the pistol if I trade in the armor as well.
If you trade in the armor, you can have the pistol and you can have the spider silk armor, which is very nice.
Okay. Yes. So is that just a drag and drop thing I can do? Or...
Yeah, in this particular instance, it is. So let's do that for you.
Apparently I've hit dash at some point. Oh, that was 2 days ago. Ah, I was not there. Excellent. Right.
So,
well, I have tried to be as brief as I can with my shopping around, but it was the letting other people go first while I tended to the electric elves. Goddamn electric elves.
Check it out, Skog. I've sent another picture in general.
Oh, very nice.
that's across.
You got to hope that your powder is a fine enough grain, otherwise you're going to get all kinds of problems. For example, if the mechanism is not fitted very smoothly, you're going to cook the magazine.
Yes.
Also,
What's that? There's a piece of powder stuck in the mechanism, and you've just turned it, and it went bang. Whoops.
And even if it doesn't go bang, that's some very effective grinding paste.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can use it as a coffee grinder if nothing else.
Right, there is your hand cannon, and there is your armor.
Dank issue.
So that should have pushed you. That's pushed your armor up a bit.
By 1, yes. And it all helps. Now, the way I used to play stuff back in the day when I was being a fun person is you read that as, okay, it is a quilted gambeson protecting the upper body. And you go, all right. That in theory means you could wear heavy armor over the top.
It's more of a brigandine.
Yeah, there's different profiles on it. On the shop, it said brigandine. On the side, that says gambeson.
Yes.
So
yes.
they don't quite agree. However,
conflicting armors by just trading the strongest one as being the one you're using.
Yeah, no, it is a gambeson. Sorry, it is a brigandine, not a gambeson. It is essentially there's metal plates there, but underneath it there are many layers of spider silk.
And
so essentially, you're wearing a flak jacket.
Yeah. No, I should add as well, this was in a system where the armor was lower per component, but you were expected to stack it.
Yeah. Right.
So wearing chain with leather over the top gives you various different ablative benefits, because obviously chain is resistant to slashing but not to piercing. Well, it's resistant to piercing, you know what I mean? It's
Yes.
I know some of the
Not
older
quite the same.
editions actually did clarify that stuff, like with the original Baldur's Gate games.
Oh, yeah.
Like
But then you
armors
get
would have-
stuff like
armors would have
plate
different
armor
armor
is
class for different
actively
type of damage.
resistant to piercing and slashing. So if you've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
locational metal plates or like splint mail, it actually matters on a
Okay.
locational system. And by the way, fuck those locational systems. I always
Oh.
get hit in the fucking toes.
Also, I really don't want to have to deal with Sacco if we're looking at early Baldur's Gate systems.
Also, something that was mentioned before, and Coat, I'm going to throw this option out to you as well. Kiki mentioned previously that she would like a pair of sunglasses, just normal sunglasses, stuff that basically she can wear so she doesn't get the sunlight disadvantage thing that drows get.
I don't think Coat
Do I have
gets
that?
that anyway.
Do you not
No,
have
you
that?
don't have that because you're not a full drow. You're only half.
Is that
You're
right?
a filthy half breed.
Okay.
Which half?
I don't remember reading anything like that. Drow, so I
okay.
didn't even realize Drow have that problem, but
Yeah,
that's probably
no,
because I've never made a Drow. Full
Yeah,
Drow.
Yeah,
drow.
Drow get you get 120 feet of dark vision, but you get disadvantage in bright light.
I do? Oh no, sorry, you said full Drow.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, Kiki, have we sorted that sunglasses out for you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we sorted
okay.
out sunshine.
That's right. Okay, so good.
Let's see.
In that case, I think we are kind of up to date.
Cool.
We learned that drow are disabled.
You can cure that by only being half Drow.
You know what? Let's do Dai's character as well. Whilst
How disabled is Dice character?
Tell you what, it's no wonder you stay on the surface with Oz. I mean, for one, you're a half breed. For two, you're a male half breed. You would not have a good life down
Indeed.
You'd be sold to the debauchery mind in the first day.
There's other reasons I don't go back.
It's unpaid parking tickets, isn't it?
oof.
Those are cumulative, you know that, right? You know, it's like, oh,
Could have sworn it's just the highest one that counts.
nah, $20 a day. It's been 17 years.
Jesus Christ. My grandma had one of those like rotary phones, like literally decades after they stopped being an actual thing, and you had to rent them back then, but the company was still charging her for rent for it for like decades after they even released them.
Oh, you're kidding!
I mean, based, however,
I don't remember how that resolved.
I'd imagine that eventually they just stopped billing her when they terminated that, like, part of their system. I'm just like,
Well, no, that was the thing, is they I can't remember now how that ended.
That sounds like a legal battle in the waiting.
It also just sounds like the kind of thing
I
where
just
it's
remember
like,
that
well,
coming up after she
technically,
died.
she still has the thing. She has not complained about it, presumably. Therefore,
I'm not sure, but I think they may have actually just, been like, oh, okay, that was stupid, we're just waiving that.
Yeah.
I think that might have been what happened, but I also
I mean, I can imagine
just
that would be the
I
case.
also might just be remembering discussing that's what they should have done, so I'm not really sure. That was so long ago.
I had a similar issue actually quite a few years back. After I'd moved out of a house that I'd been renting for ages, and one day I was working and I got my phone bill, and I was like, why is my phone bill so high? And I've looked back through loads of them, and I was like, you've been charging me double my my line rental on my mobile phone. And phoned them up, and they were like, oh yes, that's because you've got your tablet. I was like, I don't have a tablet. I went, yeah, you've had a tablet for the last year and a half. I was like, no, I haven't. Turns out that the flat that I'd been living at beforehand, someone that had been living next door to me had been stealing my mail, creating an identity, and had been using it to buy / rent all manner of stuff on my freaking account with my phone, with the phone company and other people.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. Romanian.
Oh,
Ah,
No, I'm not saying that people fit certain stereotypes, but damn, they were trying hard to fit a certain stereotype. Yeah,
it was V all along.
right. Yeah, yeah. Phone company
still
were not
somewhere-
pleased about the fact that that it had happened, and they were definitely
No.
not pleased when I was like, "And you're going to refund me all the money, right?" And they're like, "No." I was like, I think you'll be hearing from my lawyer. Yeah, they
That
made
sounds
it good
like someone had to
eventually.
go and talk to their manager.
Yeah, someone had to do something, and somebody got their tablet cut off from their connection.
That means it was an Apple tablet as well. That's
Mm.
worse.
Yeah, it was
Ugh.
yeah, quite an expensive tablet. I was just like, fuck us. Really pissed. Yeah, check your bills, people. Companies will
Yeah,
quite
I did that.
happily
That's
just.
why I'm with I think is it GIFGAF?
That's
What's my
why
fucking phone
they
provider?
they all love you to stick things on direct debit, and then you read the contents of the direct debit, which is basically, yeah, by all means, reach in, take whatever you like out of my bank account. It's
I
like,
don't remember who my phone provider is, but it used to be EE, and I was
Yep.
paying like 23 quid a month for half a gig of data.
thieves.
Yeah.
They're better now. I think most of my stuff on
Pay
Vodafone.
£12 for I think 100 gig.
Damn.
I've got a little booklet from them somewhere that I can give to someone else to be like, yo, have a cheap, like, few months of phone. I can't find it though.
I've just whipped up a quick image for the for some sunglasses so that I can actually put something on the icon, and I quite like this.
Oh, they are very goth.
I'm using that picture.
You know what? If you made glasses like that, you could go round to certain places, certain nightclub adjacent and music scene
Pretty sure I know
adjacent
someone who's got
stores.
those.
And yeah, there's plenty of goths out there that would buy those.
Right.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Just gonna send them to my golf friend once and get you a live response.
Fantastic.
Are these an actual product or are these AI generated?
They're AI generated,
Oh.
unfortunately.
I'll tell you what, that
Just so I know, so I can disappoint them if they ask where to get them.
that skull on the bridge would really dig into your nose.
Yeah, but that's the point, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Like,
And-
you're not wearing glasses like that because you want to be comfortable.
And those hanging gems on either side would rattle and bug the crap out of you.
Would they?
It would me. I don't like stuff that rattles and jangles in my.
Not even keys?
Definitely not keys.
Look at the shiny, shiny.
I'm not a cat.
I don't know.
Actually, I probably would react in a similar attack and kill the shiny jangly
swat
thing.
it. Yeah.
Maybe I am. Who knows?
So, I believe we have completed the shopping trip other than Arcadum and Di, who can possibly do a quick fill-in of...
We have, yeah.
Well, while all that's going on, I did pen a DM to you of an idea I had, Trig.
Let's have a quick look at that.
I think it needs work if you are okay with it, but it's thematic.
Okay, so basically a book of scrolls, but musical.
Yeah, and a possibility of maintaining the scroll more than once for roll well enough on performance.
Um,
The downside, though, as I put in there, is like you can't use it stealthily. You're actually having to play a bit of music.
bards have an issue with stealth on that front anyway, unless they're playing a bard that happens to be a mime, in which case they need
Yeah.
beating by everybody else in the party until they stop being a mime.
Well, it's just I'm aware it's like this is potentially very powerful in terms of action economy. So I wanted to put some downsides on it.
No, low key, a bard that's a mime. It's not a good one for this particular medium.
No.
But if we were actually on camera or something, a bard that can do the invisible wall thing because he's cast a shield or something.
Oh, let's hold that for a future game. Maybe as a war. It could be a subclass of warlock if not bard. But it does remind. I did play a bard years and years ago where instead of music it was all food based. Halfling bard.
I remember you saying that. Yes.
It's one of the most interesting characters I've played in a long while.
Fair enough.
But yeah, if you're not, if you're happy to not immediately veto the idea, I'm happy to work with you to balance it out.
Yeah, I'm not vetoing it immediately. I'll have a quick look at it and I'm not going to give you a book with 10 scrolls in it that are all third level. Maybe actually. Maybe.
They don't all have to be third level.
Yeah. Okay.
We can work out the balance on that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's just say at this point in time a yes, but, and that but is dependent upon a roll of the dice or two, and your choice of bard spells. They have to be bard specific spells. You come up with a list of say 5, and then we'll work out how many of each of those 5, or you can have 10 completely different ones if you.
I mean, we could leave it up to chance. You could roll 10 d3s, and each roll is that level.
That's.
I'm okay with that idea, especially if you're willing to let me have maybe 1 or 2 that are outside the bard spell list.
Can you cast spells that are outside the bard spell list?
I think if I had a scroll fireball, I could use it.
I don't think you can. I think you have to be able to. I'm not sure though.
Okay, let me look into that, and we'll stick a pin in it for now. But unless there's I don't actually mind it for actually reasons that will become apparent later on in the game anyway. I don't know if you were there for the conversation with Alarin over there is no magic, only tricks. But that's
so.
That will become more apparent later on in the game anyway, potentially, depending on whether or not the right things happen.
So apparently, according to the core rules, you can only cast a spell from a scroll if your class is capable of casting it.
Now, class is an interesting one because bards. I mean, a law college bard is capable of casting just about any type of spell he likes. Just because.
So if you had Long Strider, Healing Word, or Counterspell, you could do it, but Fireball not unless you were a Lord Bard who selected it as a hidden secret or whatever it is.
That said, counterspell, very, very good spell.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of good spell options.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we will do that. You know what? Let's randomize them. Yeah, within reason. Sounds fun.
I am quite in favour of being able to use a performance roll
Cool.
to make it succeed or fail. I think it's very thematic, and
Could do it.
I think it just feels fun.
You could do it as a bard spell book of many things.
Well, okay. So what? If I play the song flawlessly enough, I get a random spell effect.
Essentially. No, actually, let's not do that. But the book of many, the deck of many things is remarkably destructive by accident.
Yeah, I'm like I've watched what was it Critical Role. I mean, it as a DM's foil, yeah, it can be a lot of fun, but it's also very chaotic.
Yeah. There's enough chaos going off in this campaign in various places.
I quite enjoy
I mean, if you gave me a deck of many things type item, I'd abuse it to my detriment, of course. But you just one more card,
I quite enjoy the introduction of the prisoner's dilemma. The everyone you've leveled up, unless any of you want to level up 2 times, in which case write 2 down on this piece of paper. You will level up twice, and no one else will get a level.
Oh, have you seen the one that's going around online at the moment with the red button, blue button dilemma, which is just dumb. Yeah, okay. It's basically you get the option of pressing the blue button. If 50% of the people tested press the blue button, everybody gets to live. Whereas if 50% or more of the people press the red button, only the people that have pressed the red button get to live. And there's lots and lots of people on. It was on /Twitter or whatever today, and people that were pressing the blue button getting really angry at the fact that people were pressing the red button. They were like, "Oh, how could you? You're evil." It was just like,
Wait, surely the correct answer to that is for everyone to press the red button.
Exactly, that was my reasoning as well.
Press the
red button unless you want, a chance of dying.
Unless there's something you missed out on that, the red button has no downsides.
The red button has no downside.
Only a neutral upside. And the blue button only has downsides or a neutral.
Oh no, the blue button.
Nothing happens.
If everybody presses the blue button, nothing happens. Yeah. So it's the suicidal empathy gene kicking.
Everybody lives or everybody dies.
I don't even think it's suicidal empathy. I think it's just a lack of logic.
It's everybody lives, or all of the wishy-washy, fluffy people that go, no, everybody should press the blue button. They all die if enough people press the red button. Which I don't see any downside to hitting the red button personally.
The way you describe it, if everyone presses the red button, nobody dies.
That's correct.
It's like the only people who press the blue button haven't thought through the scenario properly or want to die.
Exactly.
Have you read the question? No. Excellent. Press this button.
Yeah. So it's literally it's an exercise in can you logic.
Yes.
Not
you
like
read?
Who's got empathy and who doesn't.
It's a bit of that because it's if you press the red button you're killing all the people that press the blue button. You're evil.
But no one would. But no one would.
I mean, unless they press
Some
the
people
blue
just
button.
want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
not enough people press the red button. Let's kill them anyway.
So what are we doing?
It's a good question. I think we're talking about prisoners' dilemmas.
We're prisoners' dilemma at the moment. I must admit, I'm burning a little bit of time because the next scene really I've got for you guys is to basically be on them.
We can't really do that until we've got the others here.
Ish.
Do we wanna call it early then?
I think so. We could do that. we could basically sort of leave you guys heading down to the docks. Violet's already disappeared down there early, and you guys arrive at the docks to find Violet shipping gigantic amounts of crates of illicit, or not illicit, completely legal on the island, drugs onto the boat, where you're met by Mr. Dan Duo and his first mate, who makes a sort of a roaring sound and ushers you onto the boat.
Crunchy, isn't he, if I recall?
Crunchy, that's correct.
Chonky was the better one.
Yeah, Borked will be sat on top of the boxes as they get lifted around.
Mm-hmm. Dan will immediately, of course, offer that you're very welcome on board. If you do find yourself intrigued by anything in the boxes, he can come up with a decent mate's rates for you, should you want to buy any of it. And on the bow of the ship, as you're loading yourselves on, you notice, almost as if out of nowhere, there is a gentleman wearing orange and wearing a floppy orange hat sat right next to the figurehead, enjoying the sea breeze off the ocean. Comes in.
Fancy.
You recognise that as
Can I
Alan.
ask?
Yes.
Does this ship, by chance, below deck have like a circular chessboard that, when you sat beside it, illusions of monsters appear on the squares?
No, there is no
They
chess
do have
set.
a mirror, yes.
There is no chess set on board at all.
Just thought I'd ask.
No, we're not going there.
You have one of those angry
So
little Rubik's
this
cubes
ship's
that you
not
can hit
called
with a
like
stick.
the ship's name, like on the side. Is it the Centenary Sparrow?
It is actually the Century Hawk, yes.
How did I know? I must have had a feeling.
Indeed.
What were the odds, Trig? Tell me the odds.
Fairly high, seeing as I am awful with my memes and stealing IP. Or at least mocking IP. Right. Kiki.
Yeah.
Violet has earned her passage at half rate.
Fantastic. Because I couldn't afford it at full rate.
Anybody that wants this journey is going to take a good 10 days or so. We will pick this up next week as you set sail. There will be a number of minor questions asked for you on the journey, and depending on how those questions are answered, that will involve whether or not basically the route you take and what if any terrors await you in the sea.
Questions, you say? Is it
You'll
kind of
also
like
have-
the opening to a Witcher game where you don't have the save from the last one?
A little. Yeah.
You'll also have to pay Dan Duo his 100 gold.
Yes.
Ooh, that might be a problem. I have 5 gold.
Arcadum has a thing with all the money in it. We'll deal with that.
Oh yes, we did get rewarded, didn't we?
You did.
Yeah, I can probably spot someone if they need to.
Yep. I think we wrap it up here because, again, we are running heavily into the territory of Diane Arcadum getting in and going, what's happened? Oh, we're on a different continent and we're wearing different clothes.
Mhm.
Care?
Oh, we all died. Don't worry about it.
What the fuck's happened? Who's that guy?
The characters develop that thing where you just fall asleep at random.
Mm-hmm.
Narcolepsy.
What I will say is, as you might have an interesting dream at some point on this journey.
Happens more often than you might think.
Yeah, Feyre will get in touch with you and Ari.
Infinite dreams.
This is the problem with eating cheese before bed.
No, it's the best part about eating before bed. In fact, that's a fucking great idea. We've got some. I've been buying Wookiee Whole. Speaking of, Star Wars ripoffs, Wookiee Whole cheddar is the best cheddar in the country.
Really?
Wookiee Whole is just it's like the next town onwards from cheddar. And their cheese, again, it's aged in the cave just off Cheddar Gorge. And
You know what?
I can't Kiki bought some other cheddar the other day, and I was just like, this is horrible. This is horrible, tasteless plastic. It's basically American cheese.
American. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. It's like, but I'm gonna have to see if I can find that because the cheese I like the cathedral one, the extra mature version.
I always used to like Cathedral
The-
City. Yeah, Cathedral City extra mature is very, very nice. It's not a patch.
Fair
Fair
enough.
I will find you a link to their website or whatever, and
No,
yes,
thank you.
Wookiee Whole.
Well-
Wookiee Whole cheddar is just amazing, and yes, I am doing an advert for them right now. And if they are
Sponsored.
if they listen and they hear this and they want to send me free cheese, I will accept it.
However, I will slightly ruin it and go, it's cheese from a Wookiee's hole. Ugh.
Okay, it's definitely Han Solo's favorite cheese.
What about Dan Duo?
Right,
Completely unrelated character.
indeed.
But I do
Yes.
have a question before we wrap up.
Okay.
This boat we're on, what are the chances of it successfully navigating a coral reef?
It's
It's got a very shallow draft, you
it's
see.
yeah, it's a very shallow draft. It is a very capable smuggler's ship. Not armed, but it's fairly quick. It has lots of hidden compartments.
I did make a ship map a while ago, which I was planning on. But I sent Trig over, and we were planning on using. I think if I can get it done before next week, I'm going to make an adaptation of this because this has got a nice gridded floor plan. I'm going to make an adaptation of it, maybe squish it in a little to make it more boat shaped.
No, don't do
And,
that. Don't, no, do Malcolm Reynolds' ship instead of that one. I'm not taking it any further on this particular meme. Make it the Firefly.
Okay.
There's some kind of star bug, I understand.
Hmm.
I am
looks
slightly
beautiful.
amused by the fact that after all these years, Trig's finally going to be able to use the boat combat rules he wrote for the Alpha campaign we did years ago.
Don't. On some levels, I'm quite glad Dai's not shown up for that. So maybe we can get the boat across to the other side without Dai shooting the captain or doing something horrific. You're
It's
not.
okay, you know,
You're not high
there were
enough.
5 other players to do that.
You are correct. You're not high enough level yet to do a
So,
Kraken encounter. But I have some other ideas.
so you want me to build you this?
I mean, low key, of course. We're good with the boat we've got. Firefly is an amazing.
That is a tiny image, Scott.
It wasn't when I looked at the preview, which is, yeah.
You can make out none of the details.
I know, it's-
Starbug's actually a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Starbucks got like 6 decks.
I can't find any good pictures of the occurrence border.
Oof, we watched Red Dwarf recently. Boy, does that drop off the cliff all of a sudden, doesn't it?
Oh. Which season?
Final season. Basically, the season where
Which final season?
the Red Dwarf is recreated out of nanites.
So season 8?
8.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, this is
8 and 9.
8 and 9 is not funny.
9?
And then there's the movie thing that they did for Dave, which was bad.
The Star Buggy was alright, but that was about it.
Hmm.
Slowly running out of original secondary cast members.
Yeah, it was difficult for. I still say Legion is the best episode.
Yeah.
That and the polymorph ones.
What about the one after Ace Rimmer when they have the Arnold Rimmer experience?
Oh.
Okay, that scene. That scene is, yes, possibly the most painfully funny scene in all of Red Dwarf. Yes, where they're all missing, or not missing, but yes, Rimmer, and then they have the Arnold Rimmer experience, and then it's the little miniature, singing head things. Oh,
I mean, without him, life would be much grimmer, since he's the most reliable things in Garden Street.
He'll never need a Zim.
Wasn't he a powerful swimmer as well?
Yes, and reliable as a garden strimmer.
Yeah.
To my experience, fucking not much at all. Maybe I've just used some really bad quality strimmers.
His knowledge of space core directives is uncanny.
Yes.
He's also fit and oh so trimmer.
It was a good song.
Was it better than Tongue Tied though?
Oh,
Tongue Tied.
That's a different vibe though.
That's got a very different vibe.
Yeah.
And you're right.
Tongue Tied was only that good because you got to see the two cast members that weren't Danny John Jules going, I hate this, through the whole thing.
I hate this. Please let this end. Why am I doing this?
And apparently, every time that they came to do another take, he'd written more.
Really?
Yep, so every take took longer because there was now more of the routine and more lines.
Genius.
'Cause you make me tongue tied.
Yeah, that's. It's pretty great. It's got that sort of nice mix of hilarious and so cringe you kind of want to dive behind the sofa and not experience it, but then can't stop watching. It's brilliant.
I used to have it on my commuting playlist.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair. Right. Let's wrap up the game at this point, and then we can talk about stuff without.
We haven't already done that? No.
Yeah.
No, well, I'm sure our viewers enjoyed our brief interlude into the Red Dwarf musical numbers.
Indeed.
No, I was going to say the Waxwork Planet is probably still one of my favourite ones. A daylight raid across the minefield.